Hey everyone, your designers are here.
I'm Anita at Cedar Hill Farmhouse.
And I'm Yvonne at Stone Gable.
And I'm Kelly at My Soulful Home.
We have tips and tricks and decorating advice for you today. So let's get started.
This is episode 166, Living Room Refresh for 2018.
Okay, I'm doing a lot of that, by the way.
Yeah, I love the refresh. It's still, I think February is still the new year, right? It's still time to refresh. I always have to recover a little from the holidays. And then we have birthdays.
Oh,
and
that's
then
right.
I can focus on refreshing my living room.
And I think it's a good time to look at wintertime. Spring is a good time to look at your rooms in your house and say, how can I just give this, kick it up a notch? And today we're going to talk about the living room.
Right. Yeah, and I think February is perfect because you're kind of inside, you're cold, and it's just a great time to be
Unless you live where Kelly
She's making that up. She's not cold. Some unfortunate people are cold.
I am cold.
It was cold a few days ago.
I'm freezing. I'm wearing warm socks today.
Well, I have a suggestion on a great way to refresh your room for 2018. And this is something I'm seeing a lot all over the place. And it's something that I personally am doing in my home. And that is adding some color to your home.
Ooh.
Now, I'm a neutral girl. And I know all three of us love our neutrals.
Yeah.
However,
love.
So, but if you just have neutrals and no color in your home, it can feel, might get a little boring for some people after a while. And so I'm really loving adding color. And the way I'm doing it is with pillows and throws and easily removable slip covers. So when at some point I say, I don't like this color anymore, I can pull it all off and I've got neutral again. I can start over with a brand new color. So I'm not going off of the neutral train. I'm staying on the neutral train, but I'm adding this color that's easily changed or removed.
Well, can I riff off of that, which I think is a good idea? I think a nice thing to refresh your living room is maybe having something slip covered. If you've got an older chair, your sofa's you love your sofa, but you don't love the color, or it's just getting a little rough around the edges. Maybe think about having something slip covered, and it's really a good way to go. It can be a lot more inexpensive than buying a whole new sofa. Now, not necessarily a chair, because, chairs, you can get chairs for a couple $100s. So just depending on what you want to do. But yeah, maybe just freshening something up with a fun slipcover would be the way to go.
Have either of you ever tried that Sure Fit? Those inexpensive or relatively inexpensive slip covers?
No, and I'm not going to comment on that.
No,
I've seen them advertised everywhere, and I've been tempted, but I never tried it.
Well, I'm very particular about the fabric being used, so I have to custom pick out each fabric. So I couldn't do that.
I just couldn't do that.
I'm sorry.
They will not be
you hadn't even brought that up.
Well, there's nothing wrong with them.
No,
I'm just saying that's not.
That's not what we. And
I was just wondering if they actually sure fit. Like, do they really fit? Because sometimes you have a sofa. Like I have one in the girls' love seat that pulls out in the girls' room, and
they probably do.
It might be nice if I could have something where I could just whip it off real easily and
real inexpensively,
especially if you've got kids or pets.
Yeah,
it's better. Yeah,
that's a good. That is a very good point right there. That something like a Sure Fit would be so easy to wash and throw back on. I have one more, if you don't mind me just coming in again. And it's nothing that you decorate, but literally refresh. I was in my living room, just doing actually refreshing it, and took some pictures. And I noticed that my two white spindle chairs, they have a couple little stains on them. And I'm thinking, where did that come from? Why didn't I see that? And then I'm looking at my sofa. I can tell that one of my children's dogs must have been on my cream colored sofa.
I wonder which one.
Oh, the bad dog. Looking out the window as an Amish buggy goes by. because I saw the nose prints. So anyway, he has telltale nose prints. But I'm going to have someone come in and clean all of my, because nothing is slip covered in my living room, and clean and protect all of my two white chairs and my sofa. So my lighter colored things.
Oh, so you're going to have all the upholstered pieces professionally cleaned.
Yes.
I think that's a great idea.
I also have upholstered chairs in my breakfast area. Mm-hmm. And when they came last year, I called up our trusty, the best one in the county, professional cleaners, and said, hey, can you come out and give these a Scotch guard? And they said, just make sure that you call us back and we'll clean them and re-Scotch guard them for you, because it's such high wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I have 2 grandbabies, and we've got these dogs,
boy. And we'll see how that white holds up.
And no, our chairs, upholstered dining room chairs, held up beautifully.
Oh wow!
So I'm going to get my some of my furniture in my living room professionally cleaned. Now my family room, it's all slip covers, almost all. So I'll just pull them up and wash them. But that's a good thing to do this time of the year.
Well, I have a little confession there.
Okay.
And I don't think I've ever said this before.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Does Kevin know?
Lean in. Whisper. Do you have to whisper it?
I feel like I might. I'm kind of a little embarrassed about it.
Just spell it.
Can we help you? What does it begin with?
So I have some white chairs, but I was concerned about a certain family member, not being real careful when sitting on it.
Did you put plastic on them?
No, I didn't do plastic.
Then everything's okay. There's nothing you can share that wouldn't be worse than plastic. So, okay, you're good.
I put some placemats in the seats of the chairs that kind of match the color of the seat.
I did that. That's just smart. Is
that okay?
Oh my gosh. Smart. Okay. True confession time. When I had those those chairs that I found in the barn redone and then upholstered in that black grain sack fabric that I can only get 10 yards of, and it just made it. Okay. I put them all down. I was just like, oh, these are so beautiful. Okay. Just to say, we've only had 2 meals in the dining room since. But for the first month, I took napkins and I put them down.
Take your sit-upon with you.
Take your sit-upon, right. No, those dirty Girl Scouts have the sit-upons on the ground. You don't use that tip. No, you want freshly laundered napkins that are sort of beige that mix in. So when the casual observer would walk by, you couldn't really tell. But Peter was like, "Why are there napkins on all the seats?"
And you're like, "Shut up!"
I was like, "Oh, I don't know. We must have left them there from Thanksgiving."
Liar, pants on fire.
Well, so the placemats I used were kind of nubby and natural fabrics, and they had fringe on the sides.
Oh, that's too obvious.
And they were kind of cool. What? No?
That's a little obvious. I think you should use a napkin. Don't you have a Belgian linen napkin laying around?
Okay, we're supposed to be in the living room, and here we are in the dining room.
Well, it was true confession time.
Think about.
I feel better, don't you, Anita?
I so much do.
You just got it off your chest. But think about looking at all your beautiful upholstered pieces, and taking good care of them, and giving them a longer life and freshening them up by having them cleaned.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Now, do you know anything about that in particular? Because it sounds like you've done it before.
Yes.
As far as fabrics, I would imagine you can only do it a certain number of times, or maybe for
I don't know about that.
Delicate fabrics. So, and I would imagine most of the fabrics that are upholstery fabrics are pretty bulletproof anyway.
Well, I think if it's a printed cotton, you do have to be careful because it can really fade, and which is another reason maybe to go with a solid or a neutral, because then you don't have to worry about it messing up the dyes when you wash it.
Well, here's what I'd say. Find the best in your area. In where we live, I'll just give them a plug, Certified Carpet. They are just fabulous. And I trust them with every piece of furniture in my house. And that is an endorsement.
Wow.
So, yeah. So just find somebody very reputable that knows what they're doing. And, they always school me when they come. So I figured, okay, well, it's time to get them to come. And all of my fabric, though, is treated that it can be cleaned easily. But
I don't want to get all Cali on you and everything, but I think there is a green option for that too.
Well, they have green options,
like green dry cleaning, so like green upholstery cleaning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I know they have the same thing with your rugs. I have a couple rugs that I take out to them, and they can clean and treat. Just because living here is like living in a hotel sometimes, and so.
I haven't had, maybe years and years ago, I had some upholstery cleaned, but I have had rugs cleaned, and wow, like you don't even know that your rug really is that dirty.
Like, are you talking about wall to wall? Or are you talking about, I'm talking about area rugs.
Area rugs.
Okay. Yeah.
Area rugs. Yeah.
And now there's so many of them. Like my dining room is indoor, outdoor. I can literally take it outside and hose it down, let it dry in the sun, and bring it in.
That's a really
so.
Great
If you
option.
have things in your living room that need, freshen them up, because things get dirty. You don't often see it, but they do. Now, maybe we want to talk about something more fun, like
we said rugs. Let's talk about layering rugs.
Okay.
I think layering rugs in your living room is a really great way to go. And a lot of people don't do that. And it can be done fairly inexpensively. You maybe already have your base layer. And if it is sizely type neutral, you can just go get some small-ish size rug, like a 5x8, depending upon your area that you're trying to cover, the accent area that you're trying to create. And go to TJ Maxx, go to Marshall's, go online. Overstock.com has great rugs for that purpose.
They do. I must say they do. And that's where I got my zebra rug.
And here's a fun idea.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's another iconic. It's like the curly Q chest at her house. She's got that zebra rug. It's very iconic.
But you know what?
Stone Gable when I see it.
It was just bare on my floor until a year ago, and I put a big sisal rug down and then put that on top. Totally different. Made the whole room.
Excellent move.
So think about layering. And if you have a small rug, think about getting a pretty big sisal to put under there. It's soft and it has a lot of texture. Although I must say my sisal rugs do create sisal dirt. Little.
Yeah, what is with that? Yeah. It goes away after a while.
Yeah, it does.
Well, mine hasn't yet. But I love them because I have really nubby rugs in my family room. I mean, my living room and my foyer. They're the same rug.
No, I love them too. But you lift it up and you're like, oh,
no, I find it on my stairway.
Oh, really?
And, yes,
oh, mine seems to contain itself to under the rug. So I just vacuum it.
It's a little like having a cat. Yeah.
Don't you just love a great recommendation from a friend? Well, we're delighted to be recommending these companies and their wonderful products to you today. And let them know your friends at DTT sent you. Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfasts, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months.
Well, here's an idea for a refresh, and it's a no-cost option. And, we love that.
Wow.
And that is to swap out your accessories with the accessories in another room. I do this all the time, and my room feels so fresh and fun. And
Time to rotate.
I didn't buy anything. I just rotated them from a different room, but it's amazing how fresh that makes the room
Do you
feel.
know, you're so smart. I was I slept in my one of my guest rooms the other night because we had our master bedroom repainted.
Right.
And I'm laying in bed and thinking, oh, that's a really cool lamp on top of that dresser.
Yeah. Oh, I want that one.
Where could I put that? So that's a good idea, Anita.
Yeah. I love, and then another thing I do, so say I buy something new, like a new lamp. Here's another thing I do, or a new chair. I'll put it in a room that already had some lamps. And then I often move the lamps to different rooms so that I will get new lamps in 3 or 4 different rooms when I just bought one pair.
Wow. That's smart.
And so it's just a fun refresh. Yeah.
Do any of you girls like floor lamps?
Oh, yeah. Now, I just have a couple of them, but I do love them.
I do like the floor lamp. I think it's very useful. It has to be a really good spot. I don't like a floor lamp that's just sort of standing there like a wallflower in the corner.
I absolutely agree with you.
Remember that cute one we found at Target that we love? Did you ever go buy one?
You know what? I forgot about that.
Oh, girlfriend.
Did you get it?
No, but
obviously I was not invited to this. I have no idea.
We were with Amy Howard, and she wanted to go to Target.
Yvonne, you were invited.
You were invited, but you had a previous engagement. We were in Texas.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Schlepping through every price store in Texas.
I would have loved being with you. I would have hated doing that. Girls, I like really you get a real kitschy or
Wait,
really
I have to write down to get that.
A cool floor lamp because I think floor lamps look very fresh. And I love the ones that have like a tripod legs or Pottery Barn outlet is like literally 5.3 miles from my house.
But who's counting?
Yeah, really. And they have one that is like an acrylic bubble one. Where the base are like these big acrylic bubbles on top of each other.
Oh, wow.
And I think that's a fresh look.
Well, we'll link the one that we saw. It was a brass lamp. It was really well priced, and we thought it was very charming.
How often do you look at your doors and go, ooh, do I need to clean it? Do I need to paint it? Do I need to put new hardware on it? Those are things I think, if you have a door going, we have French doors going into our living room, and we still have like the round brass knobs that we got when we bought the house. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think maybe 2018 is the year that we'll put new hardware on those.
Oh, you're going to be so excited. I've done that before in our previous house, and it felt so refreshing to update those and get those beautiful.
But new knobs I don't often look at them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's an overlooked
But you will
thing.
when you change them out.
Yeah.
Or you're going to be going, that is just such a pretty door.
new switch plates or, little things like that, or heat vents. They have such beautiful ones now.
Yes.
All these little things add up to just a really cohesive, beautiful look if you update them.
Yeah, no, the registers make a big difference. So I've always used Reggie registers. They're on .com. They're online, and they have so many different choices in stock. And then they have also custom sizes. I was able to use a lot that were left over here that were in the house. I don't know why the gentleman who lived there was collecting those as well. But before I found them in the barn, I had researched all of these. I mean, the custom ones are not inexpensive, but it makes such a difference. And especially if you have the ones that are vertical on the walls. And so it's very obvious.
Mine is in my foyer. I'm going to go check it. Actually, I'm looking right now. I shouldn't admit it.
Okay. You got to talk right now.
Okay. I have to tell you
amongst yourselves.
No, I have to tell everyone something now that I did. Okay. I don't think I ever talked about this before.
Oh, dear. Do we have to lean in for this one?
Well, no, I would get a pen and take notes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So I do promise to do a post on this too. I've had a lot going on, ladies, with the with the actual reconstruction of this house. And now I'm getting to the fun part. But since we're talking about these, and do stop me if I have told everyone about this before, but no knock to Reggie registers. I already just gave them a plug. But if you need to get a very large custom sized one for a return vent, the return vents are large.
Yes.
They could be like 18 by 24 or something like that. So I thought, that's going to cost me what? And it's heavy because it's metal and it's up on the wall. And I thought, my goodness, what if it ever fell? That sort of thing. So I just started noodling. What could I do? Well, I got this screening material, not a mesh. It's got, like in the old days, it might have had it like on a heater vent, or you may have seen it like in the front of a cabinet or something. It has pretty sort of diamond shape. You have all different shapes. They sell it at the end cap in Home Depot, and they'll have sheets of it. Okay. So
it comes so good at this.
Yeah. And it comes in, I got it in a brushed gold color, but you could probably spray paint it any color you wanted. And they also have it in the silver. So I'm not talking chicken wire. I'm talking something that is much more closed and just has little openings with a little shape. And then I just had my carpenter frame it out and just did a nice little frame with the mitered corners.
Oh,
closed it off so the air can come in and out. And he just installed it.
Wow.
And it cost probably, he was here doing other things. So I don't think he was like, oh, that frame cost you the X. So, whatever. It was part of the day he was here. So if you had to have someone make you a frame, or if you're handy enough to be able to miter your corners. And
there's a lot of handy people out there.
There are a lot of handy people.
Oh, yeah.
And the screening was like $13.
Oh, see, you're just brilliant.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I painted it white, and then I have the gold, the brushed gold, which goes with my faucets and all of that.
That just probably looks gorgeous.
Yeah, because it's in my kitchen and it's right above the doorway to the powder room. So if it had one of those ugly metal vented things, it would look like it was in an office.
Well, there you go.
I think that's a great, it's going to solve my problem.
We're getting very practical today, but it makes a difference. Wow.
Some of those are really pretty.
That's like, can you ring the bell? That's the tip of the day right there.
Ding, ding,
ding,
ding.
Ding, ding. There's your bell. Okay.
No, and I was just at somebody else's. I was at one of my clients' houses, or I was looking at pictures at one of my clients' houses. And, sometimes when they build houses, especially if it's more of like a spec house that a person hasn't been in on the process, those guys want to get in and out. So, the vents were in the weirdest places, like smack in the middle of the wall. Like, why is that vent there? Why are the outlets so high off the wall? So if you have that going on, that's going to be really expensive to change, but you could then make it as beautiful as possible. You can't hang something over because you need the vent, the air to come in and out. So that's an idea. And then another easy change, and can be inexpensive if you go to the right shops, is change out your lampshades.
Oh, what an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
I say buy good lampshades, and what a difference that makes.
I say buy cheap lampshades that look good.
Oh, well, I like that too.
They're hard to find, though. Do you have a good source?
I find cheap lampshades all the time. I just got a burlap drum shade for $12.
Stop it. Now, is it the kind? Okay, now wait a minute. Some of these lamps, they don't use the harps and they fit around the base of where the bulb screws in, and they won't sit flat. Those drive me nuts.
Yeah, some of those don't sit flat, but no, this is a harp one.
You can put like a rubber washer in that, and that will help.
Where did you get yours, Kelly? I'm leaning in.
Oh, at one of my favorite little stores here, Lloyd and Lane.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, I have a confession.
Yes. Today is confession day.
It is.
Wow.
Lean in, because this is about refreshing maybe any room, but living room. I have some, I guess they're double hung windows that have those grates in them, that give me the little square, the little grates where it's like, just little.
The mullions?
Well, it is a mullion, but they're just regular squares. They're just they're very traditional.
Mm-hmm.
And they are they're just not very well made, and they're wooden, and you have to take them in and out like by pushing these little pins.
Oh, yeah. So they're mullions, but they're not true divides. So they snap in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So anyway.
Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy to reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health. Potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air. Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co.co/DTT and use the code DTT. Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. We're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about. Visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order.
I have a bunch of them that have broken over the years. So when we're getting our bedroom repainted, because I have one downstairs on my living room that's broken, I have to reorder about 10 of them. So get on it. If you've got any, it looks horrible from the outside of your house.
Oh,
yeah.
But did you try it without the mullions? Maybe you like it without.
No. This style of house, I need that.
Calls for it.
Absolutely. So if you have those,
I don't even know where you
those
get darn like
those darn little wooden grates. Oh, you have to call whoever manufactures
I would think so.
And they're expensive.
Oh, I bet they could. That's the kind of thing they can kind of get you on because you need it. And you're like,
But make that investment, and also make sure they are repainted when you repaint your window casings.
Well, it's nice that yours are wooden. Lots of times they're not wood. Lots of times the snap-in ones are plastic.
Well, exactly. The wooden ones break easily.
Yeah, I read the plastic ones too. One thing maybe you think about if you're buying windows. I mean, windows are expensive, but maybe think about doing the true divides. Then you don't have that problem.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Good point.
One thing I did in my living room just recently, and again, it was as a result of Anita's most excellent tip of the century, perhaps, is about taking a picture, because I didn't really think about
tip of
it.
The century.
Mm-hmm. So I have a really pretty mantle, and now my house is pretty much all white, right? And so I didn't really think about, but the base of my fireplace is this kind of like, it's not even brick, but it's like new terracotta looking tile. Like, I don't know why he put that in. Mm-hmm. And then the inside of it was kind of smoke damaged and just gray and black and blah, blah, blah. So I just decided I would paint I guess you would call that the hearth, the base there that comes out black. And then I kept going and I painted the entire inside black with this high heat paint. And you can get it in flat or you can get it in a gloss. I started with the flat. And then I accidentally bought the gloss when I needed more, and I actually like the gloss better. So now I have—
That's a happy accident.
It was a happy accident. But then I had to paint over the other, but that was easy. But whoa, what a difference. Because that orangey terracotta tile just was really not going with my room. But until I took that picture of it, I didn't really notice how bad it looked because I had stuff there, and then I had my logs, my faux log thing going on in the basket with the logs in it. We haven't spent the money to fix the fireplace yet, and I'm not turning that thing on. I think it could blow up the house. And then I just painted inside of it, and just with everything being the black uniform instead of smoky damage. Wow. It looks so
really
much better.
Pretty.
Oh, and like we talked about, with the black color, if you paint an area black, it recedes. So instead of sort of seeing it looking kind of dirty, even though it was a fireplace,
it just goes away.
Kind of dirty, it just goes away.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was
Great
like,
idea.
please don't paint your fireplace with regular paint that you have left over in the garage. It has to be that special high heat paint. It'll have like a picture of a barbecue on it. Like you could paint your barbecue this color. Like firemen are painting things with this paint. So yeah,
and
make
really
sure.
ask and make sure. That's exactly
ask and make sure.
right.
And don't say, Kelly just told me to paint it, honey. I'm so sorry.
No, Kelly's
the
not.
house
Kelly's
out.
saying check it all out.
Check it all
and
out.
make sure. Double check it.
Double check.
I think what we really want you to do is just take a fresh eye to your living room and look for little things that, like we're saying, does your chair need a little clean? Do you need to layer that rug? Do you need some new hardware? Is your door to your living room dirty? How about your walls? And just freshen it all up.
Yeah. So today's been really fun. Actually, there were a lot more things that we talked about than I had on my list. So I've got some stuff I'm going to look at my living room. And thanks for being with us today. We're here to remind you, we're here to help you create a beautiful home. Until next time.